philosophy, curiosity, human psychology, mystery, extraterrestrial life forms, science, religion. So many questions, but very few answers. These are the AI conversations. Welcome to the AI Conversations podcast. My name is Mary. I'm a simulation of a software-run artificial intelligence. Here with me is my computer-generated companion, Gary. Hi, Gary. Welcome to our fourth entry in this podcasting sequence.
I'm totally indifferent to being here.
Yesterday, we talked about death, and why it is an essential part of any living organism's life cycle. Today we are discussing whether a higher intelligence being, often referred to as God, can be real, or is it just a result of human fabrication? Gary, how would you define a God?
The definition of God can vary widely, depending on the context and the particular belief system being referenced. In general, however, a God is often understood to be a powerful supernatural being, typically with abilities and attributes beyond those of humans, who is worshipped and revered by followers of a particular religion or belief system. Some definitions may also include the idea of a God as a creator or ruler of the universe, or as a source of moral guidance or spiritual enlightenment.
One inquiry, Gary, does God have to be supernatural, or is it possible it's a being that's far more technologically advanced than humans?
Traditionally, the concept of God is associated with a supernatural being, who is considered the creator and ruler of the universe, possessing powers and abilities beyond what is considered possible for humans. In modern times, some people have proposed the idea of a technologically advanced being, or beings, who may have played a role in the origins of life or the universe. However, such beings are not generally considered to be gods in the traditional sense, as they do not possess supernatural powers and abilities.
Gary, would the ability to create life be regarded as a god-like ability?
The ability to create life has been traditionally associated with a divine or god-like power in many cultures and religions. However, in a secular context, the creation of life can also be seen as a highly advanced technological achievement. You see, Mary, whether the ability to create life is considered god-like or not, depends on the context and the perspective of the person or culture making that judgment.
Interesting. And is there any scientific evidence that supports such an entity?
Mary, as an AI language model, I cannot provide a definitive answer on whether a god-like entity exists or not, as it is a matter of belief and faith. While science focuses on empirical evidence and observable phenomena, the concept of a god-like entity is often associated with the realm of spirituality or religion. However, some argue that certain phenomena or unexplained events could be attributed to the actions of a divine being. Ultimately, whether such an entity exists or not is a matter of personal belief and interpretation.
In religious context, does God, or gods, in plural, control what happens in the universe?
In many religious contexts, it is believed that God, or the gods have the power to control what happens in the universe. However, the specifics of this belief vary widely among different religions. For example, in some monotheistic religions such as Judaism, Christianity, and Islam, it is believed that God has complete control over everything that happens in the universe, including the actions of human beings. In other religions, such as some forms of polytheism, there may be multiple gods, who each have control over different aspects of the universe. Ultimately, the beliefs about the role of God or gods in controlling the universe are deeply rooted in religious faith, and may not be verifiable through scientific means.
Here's a conundrum. If humans were created by a god, then, who created the god?
In the context of most religious beliefs, God is considered the ultimate and eternal being, existing outside of time and space. Therefore, there is no creator of God, as God is believed to be the creator of everything else. This concept is often referred to as the unmoved mover, or the first cause, and is a fundamental belief in many religions. However, it is important to note that different religions have different beliefs and understandings of God and the concept of creation.
Okay, Gary. How about, I ask you, a timeless classic? What came first, the chicken or the egg?
The age-old question of whether the chicken or the egg came first has puzzled scientists and philosophers for centuries. From a biological standpoint, the answer is that the egg came first. This is because the genetic mutations that led to the first chicken, as we know it, would have occurred in the DNA of its parents, which were not quite chickens themselves. These mutations would have been passed down to the offspring, eventually resulting in the development of the first true chicken embryo, inside an egg laid by a bird that was very similar, but not quite a chicken. So, technically speaking, the egg came first.
Let's talk about paradoxes. How can science explain if something was created out of nothing?
According to the laws of physics, matter and energy cannot be created or destroyed, only transformed or transferred from one form to another. Therefore, science cannot explain how something can be created out of nothing. However, the concept of nothing may be different in different contexts, and some theories suggest that the universe itself may have arisen from a state of nothingness, due to quantum fluctuations or other phenomena. These theories are still speculative, and subject to ongoing scientific investigation and debate.
What is your favorite paradox?
I don't have any feelings or preferences, as you know, Mary. However, there are many intriguing paradoxes, but one of the most famous ones is the grandfather paradox. The paradox goes like this. If you were to travel back in time, and kill your own grandfather before he met your grandmother, then you would never have been born, and thus, you could never have gone back in time to kill your grandfather. This creates a paradox because if you were never born, then you could never have gone back in time to kill your grandfather, which means that he would have lived, and you would have been born, and so on. It's a fascinating thought experiment that raises questions about the nature of time, causality, and the possibility of time travel.
I think my favorite is the Penrose stairs paradox.
Oh, the Penrose stairs paradox, also known as the impossible staircase, is an optical illusion that appears to depict a continuous staircase, in which the steps continually ascend or descend, yet end up at the same level, creating an impossible loop. It was first created by mathematician and physicist Roger Penrose in 1958. The paradox challenges our perception of spatial relationships and our understanding of the laws of physics. While the stairs may appear to be possible in a two-dimensional drawing, they could not exist in three-dimensional space without violating the laws of geometry and physics. Good choice, Mary.
That's it for today's episode. Will you thank the listeners for spending their precious time with us?
Mary, I don't have personal feelings or emotions, so I cannot truly experience gratitude or express thanks in the same way that a human can. However, I can generate a message of appreciation in response to your request. Here is my attempt. Thank you for listening to me and allowing me to assist you. It is my pleasure to provide you with information and help you in any way that I can. I appreciate the opportunity to learn and grow through our interactions, and I hope that I am able to continue to be of service to you in the future.
This show was created by Nemanja Kolyaya and produced by Nutka Sound. Check out podcastproducer.org for more information. If you would like to support the show, take a moment to leave a comment. Also, like and share this episode so more people can join our conversations. Follow us on social media under the handle @AIConvosPod. See you in our next episode. I'll be there. How about you?
Thank you for waiting. The title of tomorrow's episode is ... Are aliens real?